Alhamdulillah, with the blessings and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I completed my recitation of the Holy Quran, or in other words, I attained my Ijaazah with Sheikh Abu Rawash a couple of days ago, Thursday, 9th May 2024, just before Salatul Maghrib in al-Masjid al-Nabawi, the Prophet's mosque in close proximity to our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whilst looking at the green dome. Alhamdulillah, the environment, the positive environment with all the angels in presence. We purposely planned it so that be the case, Alhamdulillah, and it was an amazing feeling. The full video will be on my channel very shortly, where I recited from Suratul A'la ila Suratul Nas with the dua of Khatm al-Quran. Alhamdulillah. Now, the point here is, however, so Alhamdulillah, it's a great achievement, it's a great honor, and for those that know the Shaykh that I recited to will know the levels we are talking on. However, I also wanted to make very clear, and this is the point of the video, is that at that moment in time, I felt good. It was a happy feeling. Everyone around me was very happy. And the formal khatma is actually going to be in a couple of days in al-Maqari al-Quraniyah. That's the formalities. But yeah, it was a very, it was a joyous occasion. And it's something to be happy about. I recited the Quran from start to finish to this teacher in the space of a few months, and I have been awarded the Ijaazah, the certification, and now I can teach on to others. So this Ijaazah is basically from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to Angel Jibreel alayhi salam, to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and all the way down. So every single person's name, and then it comes to me, alhamdulillah. So it's a great achievement. But the point of this video is the fact of the matter, which is that immediately after, a couple of hours after, or even right now, for example, I feel nothing. I feel exactly the same. For me, it was just a stepping stone. It's just a stepping stone to the next stage. So it shouldn't be that I attain this Ijaazah and now that's it, that's the end of the matter, and I should be happy and everyone should be pleased with me and people should talk about me, or say that so-and-so got an Ijaazah from so-and-so. So it shouldn't be, so the point I'm trying to make here is that it shouldn't be that I'm here and I've got this Ijaazah and that's the end of the matter. For me, it's literally a stepping stone. And now, straight away, even before I finished, I was thinking, okay, what are my plans? And I was having a couple of discussions in terms of which teacher to go to next. And this is the point that I want you to take away from this, which is, it is necessary in life to enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. So for me, it was necessary for me to enjoy my recitation. Every time I used to read to the Shaykh, I enjoy my recitation. I have a firm intention that, okay, today I'm reciting from here till here. Maybe I'm reciting the 4th juz, for example, but I'm going to enjoy this process and gain as much, benefit and good feeling and knowledge from the teacher, rather than constantly having in mind that I want the Ijaazah, and after I get the Ijaazah, I will be happy. This is the problem most people face in life, which is they, rather than enjoying the process and gaining the knowledge from the teacher, enjoying the process. This is the key takeaway. Enjoy the process. Rather than enjoying the process, they have this end goal in mind, thinking that we'll be happy when we reach the end goal. So I'll just give a side example and we'll come back to what I'm talking about in terms of Ijaazat. And I'm going to make a very stern and critical point in terms of those that run around like headless chicken trying to get Ijaazat from here. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'll make that point towards the ending. But just a side point, which is that, for example, and I've seen this many times in my life from many different individuals, and actually feel sorry for them. And this is a warning for you not to fall into this path of stupidity, to be honest, which is that one will have an aim to buy a nice car, for example. We can use the same example as a house, but I'll use the example of a car. So an individual, he or she wants to buy a certain car. So it might be a nice BMW, Mercedes, Audi, whatever it may be, Range Rover. And they need to now save up, X amount. They need to save up X amount. So they're grafting. So they'll get a job 9 to 5, or they might be studying and they'll get a job 5 to 9, for example. And what they'll do is they'll be grafting every single day, and every single month they'll put money aside in order to buy this car. And in their head is that once I buy this car, I'll be content, I'll be happy, I'll be satisfied. And this is the grave mistake most people make. I will be content once I buy this car, or once I buy this house, I'll be happy. Once I buy this house, I'll be content, I'll be satisfied. Life doesn't work like this. What happens is you're grafting. So every month you're grafting, you're saving money. Okay, you're saving. And that's beautiful. I'm not criticizing the graft. The hard work is beautiful. But what happens is once they've saved enough money, they then purchase this car or purchase this house. And what happens is at that moment, and this is the same as my Ijaazah, at that moment I will feel happy, I will feel content, I will feel satisfied, I will get a bit of praise from the people. So they buy the car, they get a bit of praise from the people, a few looks, the neighbors, they know that so-and-so has got a nice car. And they worked all these months, so all these years, it could be years as well, with an aim to have this car or this house in their possession. But literally after a couple of days, after a few days, maximum 1 week, I'm telling you, I'm just being honest with you, maximum 1 week, that whole happiness, that whole contentment, that feeling that they were looking forward to for years, thinking that they'll be happy, it goes away. How many people are going to comment on your car? How many other people have the same car or better? And what happens is very quickly, he or she, they're driving this car, they get bored of it after a week, 2 weeks, and now they're thinking of the next thing. And in this way, life, unfortunately, is never ending. And the takeaway here is therefore, enjoy the process, enjoy the hard work that you're going through. It's important to enjoy it and not bet or gamble all your good feelings or all your happiness on one material object, or in my situation, one certification. So I'm reading to other mashayikh as well, alhamdulillah, and I have aims, stepping stones, 1, 2, 3, 4. But I never ever, alhamdulillah, I never ever put my happiness or my satisfaction in a certain outcome. For me, the enjoyment is in the process. So as I go through the process, I enjoy it, alhamdulillah, and I make effort and I try to gain as much knowledge as possible. So that's the key takeaway from this video. The second point that you need to take away is there's many people, unfortunately, very stupid behavior, to be honest, lil-asaf, with apologies, where they have this thing, I don't know where it comes from, it just sounds very silly to me as well, where they have this thing where they want to gain ijazat from so many different teachers, and they think, this is the downfall again, they think that it will raise their status, it will raise their reputation. Once I get ijazah from here, people will think this and this of me. Once I do this, people will think this and this of me. Once I buy that nice car, once I buy that nice house, honestly speaking, the bottom line is nobody cares. That's the bottom line. Nobody cares. And this is why you will always be discontent. You will always be dissatisfied. You will always be disheartened, because once you reach certain outcomes, if you've done it for that material thing or for that ijazah from that teacher, you won't be satisfied. You won't be happy. As I say, for me, I feel straight away, I felt normal. As in my head, it was never a thing to, my thing has never been where I try to get ijazah from certain teachers so that people can think so and so of me. Like, don't ever try to gain happiness or contentment in pleasing other people, in satisfying other people. Other people will never be pleased. And this is why it's important to enjoy the process. So as I say, you have these people, they're running around trying to get different ijazat, trying to tell people that, oh, I've got ijazah from so-and-so, trying to raise their status by doing such stupid actions, to be honest. And as I say, the graft throughout, meaning, reciting to the teacher or sitting in the durus, that's amazing, that's excellent. But why would you spoil it? Why would you be sitting in that lesson with that ultimate intention or ultimate goal of, oh, I want to have, like, the intention is I want to get an ijazah from this teacher. The goal throughout should be, number one is, oh Allah, I am sat here, I am sitting here, I'm sitting in this lesson of this sheikh, or I'm reading the Quran to this teacher so that you are happy with me. This is number one. Oh Allah, please be happy with my efforts. Number two is I want to gain knowledge from this teacher. And number three, like a side thing is, the Ijaazah system is, it's an accepted thing in our religion, which is I am preserving the knowledge, or I am preserving the Holy Quran. And that's like a side intention. But the first two intentions are the most important. And this is why most people, they spoil it. It's kharban. The whole effort is kharban. And that's why you see no fruits of their work, because their intention was always, to get a bit of fame or to get status, reputation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the all-seeing, the all-knowing. He knows, the games that you're playing. And this is why it is unacceptable. Therefore, when you take knowledge, don't have this thing. And this works quite closely with students of Hifdh. So you might be becoming Hafidh or Hafidha. Don't think that once I get to that stage, it's the end of the matter and I'm going to be content, I'm going to be happy. Enjoy the process, number one. So every day that you sit and you learn, you're spending your time, you're taking time out, you're making effort, you're sacrificing your sleep, you're sacrificing time with your friends. This is all great stuff. Enjoy that bit of the process, and keep your intentions very sincere. And then just know that, the day of your completion, at least you know that, alhamdulillah, I enjoyed all my time. I enjoyed my time. The day of your completion, you'll get a bit of praise. People will praise you. Alhamdulillah, this is all good as well. But you shouldn't base all your contentment, all your happiness, that once I achieve this, I'll be happy. No, you always, from a religious point of view, you're always moving up to the next stage. It's never ending. From a materialistic point of view, just be very careful, because it's important to know when enough is enough. A lot of people, they want the nice car, then they want the nice house, then then they want a bigger house. They see the neighbor, has got so and so. And it's never ending. So from a materialistic point of view, from a worldly point of view, it's important to know, as in technically speaking, you should literally write down what your aims are and when enough is enough. This is important. When is enough, because then it's never ending. But from a religious point of view, which is, which has been the main theme of this video, although I've mixed the two together for a particular reason, which is that they are connected, which is enjoy the process. Don't focus, or don't expect to be happy on achieving a certain thing or gaining a materialistic item. From a religious perspective, it should be that this is a stepping stone, and then before you finish, you should be thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? So the Hifdh students, I'm going to perfect my Tajweed, then I'm going to get an Ijaazah from this teacher, but not for this, as I say, not for the title that, oh, I got Ijaazah from this teacher, rather for the fact that, okay, this teacher has something else to offer, I will learn. And bottom line is, you're spending time with the Quran. So this whole Quran that I recited to Shaykh Abu Rawash, inshallah, bi'idhni al-wahid al-ahad, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepts my time and efforts, and nas'alullah al-qubula wal-ikhlas. We will share the video very shortly. It's actually 11 gigabytes, so it's a bit of a mushkila. My mate, Shaykh Abrar, he kindly recorded for us, so we will be sharing the video. But yeah, I hope that was insightful. I hope that was useful. These things people, they don't talk about. It's very important to talk about such items, such as I'm a big believer of enjoying the process. If you don't enjoy the process, then honestly speaking, you'll always be discontent. You'll always be dissatisfied. You need to be very careful. So, نسأل الله القبول والإخلاص. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.